Hi everyone. Ancient Greek philosophy was the attempt made by some Greeks like Aristotle and Plato and Socrates to make sense of the world around them. And the word philosophy actually means the love of wisdom. And these philosophers used their intelligence and their reasoning to understand the world. And some, like Plato, encourage others to actively and continuously seek the truth. In the Apostle Paul's day, Athens still had a reputation as an intellectual metropolis, and one day Paul found himself there waiting for Silas and Timothy to join him. Now, Athens was a city that was culturally sophisticated but morally decadent and spiritually dead. There was a lot of architectural splendour there, and there was idols and statues dedicated to national glory and to the worship of Greek gods. And Paul was revolted at the sight of all this idolatry. Have you ever been anywhere that makes you shiver or shudder? So Paul stood up in the marketplace with some philosophers who thought he was talking about foreign gods because he was talking about Jesus. And they asked him, well, who's this you were talking about? And it motivated Paul to speak out in the philosophical way. And he said, well, he could see that the people of Athens were very religious because of the many objects of worship all around. And one was even an altar with an inscription to an unknown God. Now I'm going to tell you about this unknown God, said Paul. And he proceeds to tell them about God, the creator of the universe, the God who sustains life, the God who is Father of us all, the God who can't be confined by man-made altars or buildings. He is the God in whom we live and move and have our being, said Paul. And he talked also about the resurrection, which actually was a bit of a sticking point for his listeners. But he wanted to show that our God is a God for everyone. Do we know that God is not just a God for Christians, but the God for everyone in the world? That's God's justice. God is not just a God for people who turn up to church, but also for those who don't want to or don't feel they can go. God is not just a God for those who feel they're on the inside, but also for the God who feel outside. God is not just the God of those who try and serve him, but also for those who aren't really sure if God accepts them and includes them. Isaiah says, "This is what the Lord says. Maintain justice and do what is right, for my salvation is at hand, and my righteousness will soon be revealed." So, the good news is that God is inclusive. He calls everyone to himself, even those who don't think they're good enough. Actually, especially those who don't think they're good enough. That's my God, a God who is just and righteous, a God who loves and includes me and you. I will see you again soon. Have a good day.